Welcome, you beautiful people of the internet. Welcome to Redline Racing League, Wednesday Night League here, the 2010 Ferrari, Redbull, and McLaren here tonight at the British Grand Prix. We got 2 rounds left, and I do believe my fellow co-commentator is back. Matt, say hello to everybody.
Hello. Yeah, if you can hear me.
Oh, yeah, that's just fantastic. And look, it's blue skies here at Britain, everybody. It's a shock horror, wouldn't you say?
At least it's not pouring it down.
Yeah, unlike a certain day of the week.
Yeah, Monday. That was horrendous.
While we wait until drivers set out for their qualifying laps, I'm running down the championship order as we got a new leader, New Zealand Ryan. After a win last week in Japan, he's on 108 points. Pums for the win 87 is in P2 on 98 points. AOR Charlie is in third on 89. And Zombie Hunter is in P4 on 86. Those 4 are probably the only 4 in contention for the driver's title here tonight. We got BRL Jared in 5th on 81 points, who is not here unfortunately tonight. Savoury of the mince pie, the one of the greatest game takes of all time, and 2 people have already been disqualified, so that's just fantastic.
Blocking the pit lane, I guess that would be.
Yeah. Where was I? So yeah, Savoury mince pie, the one game takes of all time, is in P6 on 58 points. He's a bit too far behind New Zealand Ryan to catch up, but one can never know. Then we got Top Banter in 7th. Penske is in 8th, Hugo in 9th, and Mitchie is somehow still in P10. Then we got Benny in 11th, followed by Max, Conrad Strait, VSR Roskaram, Xdil, Deathbro, Panish, Broker Reptile, and Edge in 19th after hasn't scored a point yet. So, we got Benny and Savoury already out of this qualifying session. We got
Charlie will be about to start his lap as he's approaching the penultimate corner here.
Yes, I was on board with Mitchie that entire time, so we're on another Red Bull here, unfortunately. Just let me get my stuff together.
Yes, there was a yellow flag in the final sector, but I gather that it's just people letting others through.
Oh, there's a crash just
Top
outside
Banter.
Beckett. And Top Banter has had a not so great last 2 races, I must admit. Apparently in Japan it wasn't good for Top Banter, and he tonight hasn't been off to a start yet as well. As there's another car that's
Panache.
And yes, that is Panache. She's still got a front wing, so... And AOR Charlie has invalidated his lap time, so he'll be spitting chips. X-Steel's done the same thing.
So, X-Steel.
And Warden has
So the front 3 cars have invalidated the lap. And as you're saying, Mitchie hasn't.
So we'll stay on board with Mitchie. Hopefully he can complete a lap time here. As we got 16 drivers here tonight. So a bit more than what we had last week. Apparently we had 13 or something. Matt, you were there.
13.
How many did we have?
And we had 1 DNF. With 2 safety cars, so...
Oh, a bit of drama.
And yet again, it was right at the end of the race.
Well, here comes Mitchie around the final corner to set a 1 minute 30.5 lap time. The quickest so far.
Penske's coming around the final corner. What can he do?
I fear it won't be as quick. It's a 31.7. Ryan goes to the top with a 30.076. Roscoe into P3. He'll be absolutely ecstatic with that sort of a lap time. Palms for the win, 80-70. 129.791 goes top by 0.3 of a second. We got a yellow flag on the Wellington Straight. I think that's what it is. It's Top Banter who's invalidated. So just trying to find out who that car is. That's Watchman on his outlap. And then who's this? We got Charlie coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Goes purple middle sector, but we don't know if that's a glitch or not. Coming down the back straight where the DRS will usually be, but nice 2010 cars. Here comes AOR Charlie through the final sector. Coming towards pit lane entry, but doesn't come in, goes around the second last corner. Around the final corner does AOR Charlie. And a 30 dead. Gets ahead of New Zealand Ryan.
It's Warden.
Warden goes to the top with a 29.6. Times are coming in thick and fast.
Zombie. What does he do? A bit slidey.
Oh my god, X-Dill.
Oh, he was starting his lap. Never mind.
Ryan goes quick. 29.3. And there's some cars coming into the pit lane. Probably only had enough fuel for one lap. I think Dill might be looking for something to do here. I think that was Panish. Yes, it was.
So Top Banter is not having the best of qualifying sessions here, Frazi.
That's Reptile.
He has spun yet again.
It's Watchman. And Charlie's probably going to come in as well. I think Warren's coming in as well. And Top Banter.
I'm just sticking it on board here with Zombie as he approaches Maggots and Beckett's. Keeping it nice and tight here. Oh, and he's in the grass.
Oh, he's still keeping it in the straight line though. It's a 105.2 in the middle sector. We all know how quick the McLaren is on the straights. Coming through the final sector. Here comes Zombie Hunter through this little chicane round the final corner. Where will this put Zombie Hunter? It's not provisional pole. It's P4, a 29.9, 6/10 behind New Zealand of the Ryans.
Panache will be starting his first flying lap.
I'm on board with Broker Reptile. He'll be the next one to set a lap time if he doesn't invalidate, which I think he has done. No, he hasn't. He's still going. Somehow, that was not an invalidation. Haven't seen much of the Broker Reptile fans lately. On the Wednesday nights, they're always on the Saturday nights, but not on the Wednesday nights. So hopefully, Broken Reptile can put on the show here tonight for his fans.
Looks like a pretty tidy lap from Panache so far. Not the quickest.
Well, here comes Broken Reptile.
I don't think
around
it'll
the
be the
final corner.
slowest.
P9 with a 31.1. He can definitely improve on that time as we go back on board with Panish coming through Maggots and Beckett's. It's 106.5 and apparently that's gone in purple. I know for a fact there's been middle sectors quicker than that. So that's an interesting ploy. But we're on board with Panish to watch the final end of his lap. Or first time lap, I should say. As we've got 9 minutes and change left. Disqualifying is flying by at the moment. Panish goes P10 with a 31.6. Definitely can improve on that as we got some drivers heading out.
As Roscoe's about to start his lap here.
And I do apologise, we missed that. Zombie is in the P2 with a 29.4. So, I do apologise, Zombie. We're watching someone else. But Zombie into P2 with a 29.4. Under a 10th of New Zealand Ryan. And we got someone coming down the back straight. That is Broken Reptile. I think he's coming in. Yes, he is.
Just keeping an eye here on Mr. VSR himself.
He's up on his time. Not by much, but still up.
Hopefully for him, he can improve on his time. Might climb up the order here.
Definitely, he could definitely go a lot quicker than that. Where is Edge? He's invalidated his lap already. We have like sector 1. I think that someone let someone through.
Very nice line there for Roscoe through Maggots and Beckett's.
Roscoe wearing that all-red helmet because we all know he's a Ferrari fanboy. Here comes Roscoe.
Through the Stowe corner.
There.
Into the club section. Trying not to get too much wheel spin as you turn in for the final corner. P5.
Just goes ahead of Michi 950. There's someone else that's Warden. That is... I think that might have been Zombie. No, it's New Zealand Ryan.
Both Ryan and Warden are on out laps here.
Palms to the lead, goes Purple minute sector with a 4.9, goes 2 tenths quicker. Palms 2080, the man in P2.
Charlie.
10 points.
Charlie.
10 points behind New Zealand Ryan. Charlie's about to finish a lap time, but we're on board with Palms to the lead 87 here. Oh, Palms, that's on a great line.
Charlie improves, but not enough to put him up another position.
So, well, on my screen, Charlie still has the same lap time as he did previously. I think he invalidated. But Palms goes up to P3 with a 29.4, so he'll probably be coming in to do another time lap. There's someone coming around the final couple of corners.
Penske.
It's Penske. Does go quicker into P8 with a 30.1, just behind AOR.
And Banter goes to 5th.
There he is, top Banter with a 29.7. There's some cars coming through, Maggots and Beckett.
That would be Warden and Ryan, I assume. Yes, it is.
Well, Ryan will be the first one to settle that time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the
big
chat.
Extension. But we didn't see that. Oh, it's a big slide.
Ryan goes quickest with a 29.3 again. Zombie Hunt still in the pits, so we got 5.5 minutes to go.
A Mercedes, a McLaren, sorry. It was around there.
I think it was.
I'm trying to catch who that was.
I think it was Banter. Yes, it was top Banter.
I think Roscoe just moved up. No, he didn't. He's in the pits. Sorry.
I think X still starting on lap time. Rotsman hasn't set a lap time yet. Keeps invalidating his lap times.
This top banner is just blatantly cutting Maggots and Beckett's.
Penske doing another lap here. Around the final corner, does Penske, goes even quicker, does the same lap time as AOR Charlie, but Charlie's still ahead because he did his lap time first with a 29.788.
Interesting maneuvers here. Someone's coming through the final corner. It's Edge. He's only going for his out lap.
Yes. Who's that? That's Broken Reptile. One's coming into the lane and the other's coming into the lane. And Broken Reptile's done some donuts in the final sector. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's some donuts from Mr. Broken Reptile himself. So your running order at the moment, it is New Zealand Ryan in provisional pole with a 29.3. Then we've got Zombie Hunt in P2, Poms 2070 in P3, Water 99 in 4th. Top Banter is in 5th. Charlie is in 6th. Penske is in 7th. Roscoe in 8th. Mitchie is in 9th. X-Dill is in P10. And outside the 10, we've got Panish, Broken Reptile, and then we've got Watchman and Edge, who hasn't set a lap time. But Watchman changes that. Stays P13. Edge is in 14th. And we've got Savory and Betty, the disqualified drivers, for blocking the pit lane. As we on RBHR Edge coming through the back straight. Went purple, but can't trust Codemasters with that. Yellow flag sector 1. I think someone's going off for another spin. Might be Top Banter against Watchman. Is now retired. He set a lap time.
This lap has been relatively clean here. See what he can do.
Edge around the front. Goes P11. 30.8. Well, Matt, considering we've got 2 minutes and change left, who is your man for pole position here tonight?
I reckon Ryan's gonna hold it here.
Okay. So we got Matt going for New Zealand Ryan. I'm gonna say Poms is gonna get pole here tonight. Needs to be ahead of Ryan come turn 1 and keep that lead, because he's only 10 points, but 10 points is a big margin with 2 races to go. So Poms has it all to do here tonight. He needs to get ahead of Ryan as quickly as he can. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's our predictions. Oh my god, Edge is into the wall. That's Panish. Better do a final lap. That's Zombie Hunter behind him as well. Where is Mitchie?
Top Banter's about to start his lap here.
Well, Mitchie will be the first one to cross the line to set a lap time with 1:20 odd left in this qualifying session. Our second last one of the season. Yellow flag sector 3. It's at the final chicane. Hopefully that driver gets out of the way as we're on board with Mitchie still in that Red Bull. Oh, and he corner cuts. And I think that might be Mitchie's qualifying over.
This Top Banter invalidates.
As we go on board with Zombie Hunter. Says he's on out lap, but I think he's doing a qualifying lap.
Penske coming through the club section. What does he do? Does he improve? No, he's on an out lap. Don't worry. Yikes.
Oh, Top Banter's going for another spin here, ladies and gentlemen. As we're on board with Zombie Hunter getting that slipstream from Panache 75. As we've got 10 seconds left of this qualifying session. Zombie does improve, but not quite enough. Still stays in P2. That's Top Banter reversing. Got no idea what he's doing. Who is that? That's Roscoe Arm doing a out lap, I think.
Will not be improving. He's invalidated his lap.
Well, this is the end of qualifying, so Roscoe Arm will be the first one to cross the line to set a lap time, as we don't know what his lap time is. Broken Reptiles retired from the session. Here comes Roscoe. Does not improve. Here comes Warden. Yep. Warden would have done a 29-0.
As Charlie sets a purple middle sector, which I think could be true.
Poms has invalidated his lap time. He would have done a 29-4.
Charlie has just completely lost it. On board here with DJRTP17. As he's coming to the final corner. As that is Mr. Top Banter reversing.
Penske stays 7th. Does not improve. And Edge will
And
not
that
improve
is
as
the
well.
end of your qualifying session. No, Zombie. Yeah, Zombies
Not
invalidated
yet,
his lap.
Zombies. Yep. So New Zealand Ryan takes pole position here tonight for the British Grand Prix, followed by Zombie Hunter into P2, just waiting on Charlie and Edge to retire. Then we got Poms in third, Warden in fourth, and Top Banter in fifth. Charlie and Penske did the same lap times, but Charlie gets ahead of Penske due to doing his lap time first, as we wait on Edge to retire. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's your grid sequence. And already there's some angry people in the chat. There we go.
I'm going to take it was Charlie.
Not sure. As we got Ryan just ahead of Zombie Hunter, under half a tenth. Separates the two. Then we got Poms in P3, followed by Warden, Top Banter, AOR Charlie, Penske's in 7th, Roscoe is in 8th, Mitchie in 9th, and X still starts in P10. Outside the 10, we got Edge, Panish, Burger Reptile, and Watchman NZ, who gets the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. And then we got Savoury Mince Pie and Benny, who got disqualified at the start of qualifying. Woo! There
So
we
far,
go, ladies and
I have a little conclusion to that qualifying session at the start there, where Benny and Savoury got disqualified. Benny managed to pull a Grosjean, and Savoury was stuck behind him.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first. The man with the breaking news, Matt, comes through once again. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Blue skies here at Britain, at Silverstone. That's something you don't see every day. This looks like there won't be any rain happening, which is a darn shame. But as we wait for the drivers to set off on the formation lap, Matt, who is your man for race winner and surprise podium here tonight?
Well, the obvious race winner here, or option here, would be Ryan, as there is a Red Bull going straight ahead. But I'm not going to go with Ryan here. I reckon Zombie's going to win this race.
Oh, okay.
And my surprise podium, I'm going to give it to Penske.
Oh, okay. Alright, so Zombie and Penske is Matt's choices. I think Poms will be desperate tonight. He needs to get ahead of Ryan to reclaim that number 1 position in the championship standings. He's only 10 points behind Ryan, but if he finishes ahead of Ryan, he can easily cut that deficit, and then it'll be all to play for in the next round next week, which is at Belgium, I do believe. So that's going to be an interesting battle, regardless of what happens here. But Ryan needs to outscore Poms by 17 points here tonight. No, 26 points. No, 16 points, sorry. So he needs to finish no lower than P2 here tonight, New Zealand Ryan. So with that saying, I'm saying Poms to win here tonight. And surprise podium, I'm going to say Roscoe Arm for a surprise podium. And it'll be definitely a surprise if he gets on the podium here tonight. Let us know in the chat and the comments of when this video does eventually go live. Who's your man for race winner and surprise podium here tonight, as we get ready for the grid order to come about for 5 red lights. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. That Ferrari at the back there gets off to a flying start. Zombie conserves, goes down the inside. This is what we want. But Ryan stays ahead. There's drama at the back. It's Savoury Mince Pie moving up positions. Watchman's down at 14th. Roscoe's in 13th somehow. Palms for the 70 is down in P4. Watchman gets a 10-second time penalty. Water gets a bit squirmy on the exit. Top Banter moves up to P5. Mitchie in the 8th. Charlie is down in 7th. But Ryan
does
gets
Mitchie sends it on Charlie here. But Charlie holds it around the outside there.
Yes,
Panache has had a little moment there, and Benny finds his way around the outside.
Ryan trying to break that slipstream, not to give any more power to that OP McLaren Mercedes. Water keeping up with the front two very well, even though he's in the Red Bull, supposed to be the slowest of the three, but he's making good use of that downforce. Zombie half a second behind New Zealand. Ryan Zombie goes wide. That's put him down into P5. Penske's down into 6, down there on the inside of Zombie. P7 now, he's losing.
It could be
positions.
P8 by the time we get down to club. No, not quite.
He's going to make a move onto Charlie down the inside. No, does the switchback. Palms is going for a spin. Palms has gone for a spin. He's down to P14 at the moment. He's down in last place. That is actually not good for his championship aspirations.
Too wide through turn 1. That doesn't
Zombie down the
end well.
Zombie down the inside of Charlie. And Mitchie takes advantage of that around the outside. Can he hold it? He does. He's got the move done on Charlie. The commentators for another league are battling at it, and X still is right there. Yellow flag,
There's
sector
a yellow
1.
flag.
It's Roscoe. It's Roscoe. Top Banter is somehow found himself into P number 3. Penske's in 4th.
As Benny and
Zombie.
Dill a little close for comfort, boys. Kiwis.
This battle is happening everywhere. As we go back on board, Charlie can make a move onto Mitchie 950. No, doesn't look like he can. Ryan has
and he looks
already
like he
got
gets the better run here on Dill. As Charlie's looking for a move here on Mitchie as well.
I'm on board with AOR Charlie at the moment. He's put out that slipstream, send it down the inside, son. He does. Mitchie gets in the room, but Mitchie's coming back around the outside, stays ahead in P6. Palms is moving up the order into P14. We'll love to know what the gaps are. Ryan sets another fastest lap already, 1.1 ahead of Water 99. Top Banter under a second in P3. Then we got Penske, Zombie, Mitchie, Charlie, Dill, Benny, and Savory Mince Pie in P10 already. Then we got Edge, Panish, Watchman, Palms, Broken Reptile, and Roscoe is into the lane already, probably with some wing damage. Palms and Watchman swapping positions. Palms needs to catch back up. He needs to overtake at least another, 11 cars to be in P2 for damage control here tonight.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Palms now in the championship, as Ryan is extending that gap to Warden.
Yes, Ryan breaking that slipstream to Warden. But Top Bandit's about 0.7 of a second behind Warden.
Oh, as Benny looks for the move at Cops. Not quite though. Benny will look to get the better run out of Maggots and Beckett's here. I think that dirty air is just a little bit too much to get the run onto the Wellington or Hangar here? I think it's the Hangar straight.
Charlie down the inside of Mitchie. We're watching the battle of Zombie. Then we saw Charlie making a move on Mitchie. Has got the move done. I mean, this is some fantastic camera work here, ladies and gentlemen. This is just some awesome camera shots.
Poms has just made his way past Panache, and next on the chopping block for Poms will be Edge.
Well, don't forget, Poms is in that quick McLaren Mercedes. As Zombie is actually pushing Penske, he's probably doing a solid for Ryan at the moment. But Penske holding up Zombie.
As Charlie goes really defensive there.
Zombie down the inside of Penske. Gets the move done, moves him back up into P4. Zombie slowly making his way back up the order. Needs to catch back up to Top Banter, who's slowly but surely falling behind that Red Bull of Warden 99. As we're trying to keep on everything, keep an eye on I mean, I can talk already. As we're trying to keep an eye on all the battles, there's just so many to look at the moment. Charlie pulling about two seconds behind Penske, but slowly catching back up. Mitchie's
Just
falling
keep an
behind
eye.
Penske.
Keep an eye here, because Top Band is catching Warden here. Could be a battle on here for P2.
Oh, Banter, a bit squirmy on the throttle there. Ryan keeps setting fastest lap after fastest lap. That's what, 31.5 I think it was. Top Banter losing a bit of time in that final sector. Penske still right behind. Zombie doesn't look for the move. Mitchie nearly a second behind Charlie. So after that great battle between the two commentators for another league, it's slowly but surely fanning out at the moment. Benny catching up to Xdill. Savory's just all on his own in P10. Then we've got Edge and Poms 487 here, catching back up to RBHR Edge.
It just seems to be back and forth here between Dill and Benny.
As we go on board with Benny F1, he's in a battle for P8.
Poms is looking for the
Poms.
move here on Edge.
Yeah, I just saw the gap falling at the corner of my eye. Edge is onto the grass for some unknown reason. I do apologise about that. Here comes Poms in that slipstream. Will he send it? No, Edge defends it. No, Poms backs out. That goes really wide because Knight's dirty air. He's got a good run now. Down the inside of Edge. I think Edge is letting through. Gets the move done and moves back up into P11. Is one place off the points paying positions. We got Benny still about under half a second behind Xdill. Can't get close enough to make that move. I think now the race has started to slowly but surely calm down again. As Roscoe Arm is all on his own, coming through, making it to be. He's on the grass again. He's gone for a spin. Has Roscoe hits the DRS board. And, well, things have just gone from bad to worse here tonight for Roscoe Arm. He needs a big safety car, as Warden is under a second of New Zealand Ryan. The top three all about the same distance to one another. Zombies 2.1 seconds now behind Top Banter.
Oh,
as Poms gets a...
Banter goes for a little bit of a run across the grass there.
And he's lost a heap of time here. As Poms for the lead gets a 3-second time penalty, that will absolutely hurt him come the end of the race. I'm guaranteeing it. As Savory's caught up to Dill and Benny. He was a second behind Benny. He's now about 7/10 of a second.
Benny's
Zombie
being
sets the
here by
fastest-
Dill.
Yeah, I was going to say, Zombie sets the fastest lap of the race here tonight so far. Catching up to Top Banter for that penalty, podium position. Benny gets a 3-second time penalty.
Warden was within half a second coming into turn one there. Within Ryan. So we'll see how this battle plays out.
I'm on board with Warden. I know it's Benny and Dill swapping positions. And Savory's not that far behind as well. Yeah, like sector 2.
It's
I think that's
Roscoe.
Ross.
Yeah,
It's Roscoe.
Another spin.
Here comes Savory down the inside of Xdill. No. just backs out at the last minute as we're coming through Mackins and Beckett's. Oh, Savory just holds on. As Ross is letting everybody go through. We'll go back on board to Warden as Ryan sets another fastest up with a 31.289. Poms is coming to the battle of Extil and Savory. He's caught back up Panish. He's about a second behind Watchman NZ.
Who's that? It's yellow flag, and it's still Ross.
It's Ross. It's
still
Ross. And ladies and gentlemen, don't think this has happened during the season yet, but Roscoe Arm has been lapped by the entire field here tonight and absolutely distraught. Will be Roscoe be flipping tables after that catastrophic spin. As we're on board with the Savoury of the Mince Pies, he's also been held up here a little bit by Extil as well. That's brought Poms for 870 into this fight for P9 as Benny's
Savory goes really wide there at Cops. Poms is reeling in Savory at a rate of knots here as he grabs a little bit of grass. Will he make the overtaking into Stowe here, or is he too far back?
I think that's slipstream from Dill. It's helping out Savory. Ryan, another fast lap at 31.1.
No, he won't.
No, he won't. Watch for another 3-second time penalty. If they're not careful, we might see some disqualifications here tonight. As Warden's outside of a second to New Zealand Ryan once again. Maybe
this
starting to
battle between 9th to 11th, is the gaps between them has shrunken.
So it looks like Betty might have had a moment. Still got his front wing intact.
Poms is going to want to get past Savory here as soon as possible if he wants to try and salvage something from this championship.
Yes, at the moment I think if Ryan went and Poms doesn't score any points, that will be definitely championship over. But don't count out Charlie yet. He's only 9 points behind Poms as well. Still gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Savory dips a tyre into the dirt there coming out of Maggots and Beckett's. Does it open the door here for Poms?
Gaining. He's pulled out.
Eagle.
Oh, he thought about it. No, he holds back. Poms goes a little bit wide.
Does he go for the dive? Yeah, he does.
He's gone for it. Savory around the outside, turns into the inside for the next corner, but Poms.
Two McLaren side by side.
Warden is into the lane. Probably looking for that undercut onto New Zealand Ryan. Poms moves up into P9. Oh, Roscoe Arm gets a 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane. And don't be surprised if we see VSR Roscoe Arm has retired from the session. If Savory was smart, he'll use Poms to catch up, back up to Extil and Benny. I think Poms might have a bit too much pace for the man in P10 at the moment. As Warner comes out in P14, what does Ryan do? He's coming through
does he pit?
Maggots and Beckett's.
Cover?
We'll stay on board. We'll stay. Or is it too early? I was going to say, is it too early?
26 or 16 laps on a set of tyres, I reckon that's doable. He stays out.
Ryan stays out. Could Warden be on a potential 2-stop here tonight? But I'm not exactly sure if how good Warden is on his tyres. So
Well, Ryan's still got the pace.
Yeah, Mitchie, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That would definitely hurt him in his battle with AOR Charlie.
There's Poms.
Where is Warden?
Gaining here. Oh, he's going to be looking for the move here on X Steel up the inside. Braking late. X Steel holds around the outside. Can Poms turn this into a switchback? Get the better runners. Still gets on the traction a bit too much. He loses back end there.
So Poms making his way back up the field. Where is Warden? He's ahead of Charlie and Mitchie as they both come out. They're in 14th and 15th. Edge and Dill. Edge has got the move done on X Dill. Are we going to see drivers on the 2-stop? Can they take the tyres 16 laps here? So we're probably using Poms to catch back up to Benny. Poms needs to catch back up to what's his name? New Zealand Ryan. As Ross goes back into the lane, where here comes New Zealand Ryan, does not pit. Neither does Top Banter. What about Zombie? No. Penske.
Yeah, Roscoe's getting a nose change.
Ryan still setting fastest laps on 11 lap old tyres, or 12 lap old tyres, including qualifying. Poms for the win. Gets a 5-second stop go of 5-second penalty, speeding into the pit lane, and I don't want to count my chickens yet, but I think that could be it for Poms, unless something happens to New Zealand Ryan. He's got a 2.5-second gap to Top Banter. And Poms has got 8 seconds of penalties. Yellow flag sector 1.
I think it's just Roscoe letting cars through.
I don't think it was, but it could be. As X still coming out of the lane. Poms down in P14. 8 seconds of penalties. He needs a safety car to help him out here tonight. As Warden is back up into P10, he's under a second off Panic. Yellow flag, sector 2. It's Top Banter. Banter's in the war.
Oh no. He was having such a good race too. So that promotes Benny up to P4.
Yeah, and Penske's up into P3. Zombie into the pit lane. Ryan stays out. Penske's in. Warden's out! Big crash between him and Panish! And that's a safety car! This will actually help out. Banter gets a 5-second penalty.
It's going to help Zombie. And Ryan. And Ryan. That will help Ryan as well.
Warden has left the session. I do not blame him.
He will be flipping tables.
He will be throwing his pad out the window. Reptar, 5-second. Lads, slow down. This is going to help Poms. He should come in and get served that penalty.
You can't serve it on the safety car.
Yeah, you can. If it's a stop go, it's a 5-second penalty, you can. Because I've had that happen to me as well, and I think that's what everybody is doing at the moment.
Well, I'm on board with Poms here. Yep, they're waiting the 5 seconds.
Yeah, there we go. So you might see some more drivers come in as well to get rid of that 5-second penalty as well.
Speaking of penalties, Ryan has only got one warning, and that was lap 1. And Benny is on a penalty and 2 warnings. Zombie.
Well, this
2 warnings.
Well, this might be the pit stop for New Zealand Ryan anyway. I mean, it's half race distance really, as he's into the lane now.
You really couldn't ask for a more perfect time for a safety car to come out.
So Ryan and Benny were the only ones that had not stopped yet. That's about all the change, as Benny will be coming into the lane. So this will maybe promote Zombie. Unless he comes in, I think he has a 5-second penalty as well, and there goes Ryan.
No, he doesn't. He's only got the 2 warnings for track limits, unless it was a collision penalty. So I don't think Zombie's going to jump Ryan. Yeah, no, he's not.
No, he's not. But he will jump Benny. Yes, he does.
Promotes Penske up into P3. So both my race winners are in 2 and 3.
And Mitch is coming to the lane, probably going to serve that 5-second stop go. And this is actually this is a smart move for everybody that has that 5-second penalty. The best time is to do it under safety car. And there we go. Ryan and Zombie and Penske have caught up, and Benny's not that far behind. Ross, just overtake! Ross, overtake!
So,
It's...
what do you call them? Shakers and movers and shakers, whatever you call them. Had a mental blank. So, Benny is up 12 positions. Savory up
Benny
9. And our biggest loser is Poms. We're down 10.
Well, Warden's down 12, but he's actually DNF'd. So, I don't know what exactly happened there. I caught the back end of it. I just saw 2 cars in the fence. So, not sure exactly what happened there. But we'll get rid of the spectator menu as Broken Reptile will catch up to X-Steel. And Mitchie will be at the end of this train. So hopefully Roscoe can just overtake everybody.
Oh, just go, Ross. Who cares? You get a 10-second penalty, but you won't be behind the queue.
Actually, let's leader. It was 2 laps behind the leader, so even if he were to go, he'd still be a lap down. So maybe.
That's probably his thinking then.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah. Deal with 5-second penalty, exceeding track limits. Broken Reptile coming out of the lane, probably serving a 5-second penalty. And Mitch is nearly caught back up. Poms is in P12, but he needs another miracle to happen.
Well, this safety car will help him.
That is true, but he'd rather be up towards the pointy end for this championship. But do not count out AOR Charlie as well. He's 9 points behind Poms, so 19 points behind New Zealand Ryan. He needs to move up. He needs a minimum of a podium. Actually, no. He needs to win the race. Actually, does Charlie stay in this fight? As Savory
which is quite possible for Charlie. A safety car is in this lap.
So we're going to get green flag racing here.
English.
And the final driver, I think that's Broken Reptile, has caught up. So we get green flag racing here. We got about, what's that? Lap 15. So what's that? About 11 laps
11
of racing laps left. All eyes are on this man here. And I don't... Oh, God. Show me a better camera angle. For God's sake.
So as Ryan has gone.
Ryan has gone.
Bolted.
Zombie's slowly catching back up again.
As Dill makes the move on Watchman through turn 1.
Poms needs to make moves and moves now if he's going to have any chance of getting anything. He needs a miracle. That's Poms at the moment. Benny already 1.2 behind Benny. The slipstream effect, yellow flag sector 1 and 2.
That'd be Roscoe, he's just letting people through. Or is it Panache? No, it's Roscoe just letting cars through. That's what it was.
So 2 laps down will be VSR Roscoe Arm. Not a great drive for the VSR himself. He's on board with Top Banter in the fight with Savory and AWR Charlie and Benny F1. Benny's having a massive train behind him. Roscoe gets a 3-second time penalty, but do not forget there's some.
I don't think he cares at this stage. 2 laps down. Just be having fun right now.
Oh, Roscoe, 5-second penalty. Here comes Top Banter on Savory. Gets the move done on the outside for P6. Ryan sets another fastest up with a 30.2. And Zombie nearly a second already behind New Zealand Ryan. Charlie catching back up to Benny F1. Penske's 1.2 seconds behind Zombie. Zombie's outside of a second to Ryan. So Ryan's actually pressing that accelerator button so much that he's already bolted after this.
Well, Watchman's just letting Poms through here.
Poms moves up into P10, but still not going to be enough.
So X still got the move done on Edge.
Mitchie moves up to P12. Next up is Watchman, the Poms. Catching up to Edge, who's behind X still.
Poms should get the move done before the end of the lap.
Charlie. Give some screen time to Charlie. We haven't given him much screen time, unfortunately, because everyone else is too much battling at the moment. But Top Banter right behind him, Benny, trying to break that slipstream. Oh, no, he does not make the move. Still 2.5 seconds behind Savory. Oh, Charlie thought about it. No, he stays in P5 against Benny. We got 2 sets of battles for P4 to P7 and P8 to P12.
As Poms is basically riding Edge's diffuser through turn 1 and 2. He dives it up the inside. Can Edge hold it around the outside? No, he does the crisscross on him.
Oh, contact! Edge has hit Poms! And that is it. I think that is all she wrote here tonight. Top Banter and Charlie. Banter down the inside. Savory is right there as well, but Charlie down the inside. Banter goes very wide. Man, I can keep up with my mouth. Yellow flag, sector 2. Not sure. It might be Roscoe again.
Oh, and then 2, 3, 4 wide. Going into Cops. Is Savory going to make a move here on Charlie?
This has helped Savory to stay in touch with AOR Charlie. But Charlie's looking for... Will he make a move? No, he went a bit too far back.
Does Savory think of licking it? No, he doesn't.
Right, another fastest up with a 30.172. But we're watching this battle for P4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh my god, some of these cameras are absolutely top notch here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you come to see. The excellent camera work. Trying to
Top
showcase the
Banter gets a
battles.
little bit slidey. Does Savory have the
overtakes.
straight line speed here to take the move on Charlie? Not quite.
Mitchie moves up into P9. He's about 2 seconds behind Xdill, so Xdill has time to catch back up. Watchman, another 3-second time penalty. He's in P11, right behind Edge. As we're on lap 19 of 26. About 8 racing laps to go. So still time for another late safety car. Top Banter is pushing Benny through Maggots and Beckett's. Coming on this back straight, Poms makes the move from Panish for P12. But I think his charge might be coming to an end. Here comes Top Banter. Oh, Benny! Oh, jeez, that could be controversy come the end of the race.
I think that's Ross. Yeah, it's Ross.
Banter! Ooh, gets on the power way too early.
Banter doesn't need to make this move on Benny. Because Benny has penalties.
Charlie looking for a move onto Top Banter after that mistake. Watchman, another 3-second time penalty.
Does this open the door up for Savory as well?
It's Ross. Ross is spun it at the final corner. But we'll stay on this battle. This is the battle we all want to see. Up the field, preferably, but this is the most exciting battle on track so far as Watchman's catching back up to Edge. I think Watchman might have him for chips here. Four-way scrap here for P4. Penske's 3.2 seconds behind Zombie, and Zombie's nearly 2 seconds behind Ryan. So I think Ryan might have this in the bag unless
here on Benny. No.
Still 3-second time penalty. That's going to hurt his cause.
Oh, Top Banter is reeling in Benny here.
We'll stay on board with Charlie to see what happens here. No, Banter's a bit too far back. Ryan, a 30.003. Fastest lap of the race. Banter, a better exit here. But it's a bit too far back on Benny F1 to make a move into turn 1. But he's maybe turn 3. Oh, no.
And Ross has had another spin.
Roscoe probably doing some donuts.
No, he's just spun. Just trying to regather his marbles here.
He got Top Banter down the inside. No, does not make the move stick.
I'm sure Savory is just sitting here licking his lips, waiting for there to be a massive crash.
I'm waiting for it. Roscoe is now officially. It's a VSC, so it's not the full safety car.
How has he done that?
I have no idea. As we calm things down once again. While we wait, let's have a look at penalties. So Benny has a penalty and 2 warnings. Banter has 2 warnings. Charlie has nothing. Savory of the Mince Pie has 1 warning. So it looks like if Benny doesn't get a move on, he could move down a lot of positions here come the end of the race.
And we're green flag racing again as Top Banter gets the better launch from Benny.
Savory down the inside, turn 1, no, backs out. We go back on board with
Top Banter. Look for the switchback here.
Banter.
No, not quite. As there's a little bit of contact from Charlie. Opens the door up here for Savory. Will he make a move here?
Poms makes the move on Watchman for P11. But
as Top Banter's going around the outside of Benny.
Ooh, Benny, that's nearly another warning. You don't want another warning.
Oh, it's a side by side, Benny and Top Banter. Top Banter's got the outside line, which will then turn into the inside line. Top Banter's got him around the outside.
Oh,
Cox.
Savory's gone so far up wide. Dill and Mitchy going side by side as well. Savory right behind Charlie. So Top Banter's moved up into P4. Dill and Mitchy.
As Top Banter. As Benny's made a mistake there, he's just grabbed the grass on the outside. That will promote both Savory. And no, Savory's a little bit too far back.
Oh, Dill and Mitchy side by side. Mitchy down the inside. Oh, but Dill comes back. Charlie and Benny. My
Charlie
God.
on the other side. Savory up the inside of Benny here. Can you get the move done? Grabs the curb. Oh!
Oh my God! I thought
close.
there was going to be a drama here. Oh my God! I thought that was actually going to be it.
That was a little close for comfort, Fry.
As Top Banter has pulled away from Charlie, Benny and Savory, Palms gets another 3-second time penalty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote for Palms in the championship. I think it might be too much of a task for AOR Charlie.
Benny...
As
No, he doesn't. He sticks behind. So 3 laps to go. 3.5 laps to go. 2.5 laps to go, sorry.
4.5 laps.
4? Yeah, my maths is good.
Oh, who's your money on? Palms catching up to Edge, makes the move.
Oh,
It's
Benny
a
makes a
P10.
mistake there. A little bit wide through Magus and Beckett's. But I think Savory's
I
just...
think
his tie is a bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
Is Benny gets... he just... straight lines that
wide.
corner. Oh, as he goes
my
really late
God.
on the brakes.
I think Savory knows about Benny's penalty situation.
2 laps to go. So where are you getting 4
my
from, Ferrari?
God. We're on lap 24, 26.
Yeah, 2
3
laps to go. 2.
3 laps to go.
Whatever.
As Benny gets another 3-second time penalty. So that's 6 seconds of penalties. I think that might demote him outside the points unless Palms can catch up and get a couple of points to make himself feel better. But Benny and Savory have probably given up the fight to Charlie and Top Banter. But Banter, 3.9 seconds behind Penske. Let's actually have a look of the penalties of Penske. I don't think he's got one. He's got 2 warnings. Zombie
As
has
Mitchie picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Zombie's got 2 warnings, so he's on the brink. Same with Penske. And Ryan's got that 1 warning.
Mitchie's only got 1 penalty to Dill's 1 billion amount of penalties.
As Benny's caught back up to Charlie, so he's not giving up. We're on lap 25 and 26. 2 laps to go. 2 racing laps. That's too late for another safety car. So everything will be done on track here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Savory catches back up to Benny as well. Probably want to stay in tow. It still gets another 3-second time penalty. He'll be outside the points for sure. Oh, Benny and Charlie. I think that might have been a little bit of a lag spike. Benny's still got his front wing.
The gaps between these 3 is pretty much the same. As Benny uses all the road, does this open up an opportunity for Savory as Benny just cuts the corner? Will that give Benny the run that he needs?
He's in that slipstream. He's gaining. Oh, Charlie. Back tyre onto the grass. As Benny goes out wide once again. He's probably used up his 2 warning tokens.
As Ryan has just started the final lap of the race.
Yes, he has. We'll go on board with Ryan towards the end of the lap as we continue to watch this battle. This battle's so intriguing. 3-way scrappy. 4, P, 5, 6, and 7 as Top Banter has pulled away from Charlie.
As Benny gets a little bit of the undercut here on Charlie as they're side by side, and Benny picks up another 3-second time penalty.
So 9
pulls into the
seconds of
slipstream. Does he dive it? Yes, he does. Charlie can hold it around the outside here. Oh, that's close, Benny.
Bit of a lock-up.
Savory.
With Savory. Right, coming through Maggots and Beckett.
Does Benny look for the move?
Inside. Oh, he went for it. Savory goes out wide. Savory
looking from the outside of Maggots and Beckett. This could end really badly. No, he pulls out.
Oh,
picks up a
Savory gets a
3-second
time penalty. As Ryan will go back onto that battle once Ryan crosses the finishing line. But actually, I really want to watch this, but I think that might be all she wrote for that battle. Ryan coming around the final corner to win.
Does Benny dive it?
Prix.
Does Benny dive it?
Zombie finishes at P2.
No,
Penske will finish P3. Top Banner in 4th. Charlie will finish 4th. Benter's in 5th.
Mitchie's 7th.
Benny in 8th. Poms will get P9.
10.
No,
Edge
will get P9.
9.
Poms will get P10. Dill in 11th. Panish in 12th. Watchman in 13th. And Broken Reptile comes across the line in last place. But I think Ryan, if my maths is correct, Ryan is your 2010s Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren champion.
We've still got 2 more races, right?
No, we've got 1 more.
Isn't it?
This is the second last round.
Oh, okay. I'm all over the place.
So I do believe that that might be the case. Be sure to check out Redline Racing League's Twitter page to find out the information. But we will confirm it next week at Belgium. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The top 4 without any penalties. Ryan is your winner, followed by Zombie Hunter and Penske is your top 3. Then we've got Charlie in 4th, Banter in 5th, Savory Mince Pie in 6th, Mitchie is in 7th, Benny in 8th, Edge is in 9th with no penalties, and Poms for the win 87 here in P10. Then we've got X-Steel, Padish, Brecker Reptile, and Watchman. Then the DNFs of Roscoe Arm and Warden 99. That is... what a battle between Charlie, Savory, Banter, and Benny. I'm just tempted to give them driver of the day. Split between those 4, really.
Well, I'm going to give mine to Penske because he kept it nice and clean. Managed to make his way up to get a podium.
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know what your thoughts of your driver of the day was. But yes, I do believe Ryan is your champion here. Or champion-elect, anyway. We will confirm it next week at Belgium, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So do join us next week for the finale of the 2010 Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren at Belgium. And we'll see you then next time. See ya!